Was kommt dir in den Sinn, wenn du an die vergangene Saison denkst?
Definitely an eventful season. I think it feels like it's been 3 seasons in one. Obviously, so much has gone on, and with different coaches and different players coming through. But I think just like the president was saying yesterday, I think the team showed a lot of character this year. We had a lot of young guys, a bit of a younger team, and with injuries, like obviously myself, Booker, other people, Johannes, Jacob as well, like a lot of guys getting hurt. I think the team showed a lot of character in every game, and I think that was kind of the culture that was created was, irregardless who's in the lineup, irregardless who's on the floor, like they're going to give 110%. And I think that showed all the way down the stretch of these games. So I think it's something that we should be proud of as a team, but it was definitely an eventful season and a memorable one that I won't forget for sure.
Wie hast du das Jahr für dich persönlich wahrgenommen?
Well, obviously, first when I was, knew that I signed and I was going to come here, I was super excited. Myself and my family. Is a great organization, great team with a lot of good history that, I was ready to be a part of, and felt like I got off to a good start and felt like I really would have, been able to, provide a lot of help for the team with my leadership and just my ability and my competitiveness and my experience overseas. And then obviously had the unfortunate injury. So, I've never been injured my entire career. So this is something new for me. Not playing the whole year, but, being in practice every day with the guys and being at every game, being in the locker room, still being a part of the team and trying to share the knowledge that I have with the guys, I think was a different experience for me and something that I still will cherish because I was forced to look at the game from a different perspective. When you're a player, you might only see it one way, but I was kind of forced to be a player coach in a sense this whole year. So I think that's something that I'll keep with me and that will be valuable for me in the future.
War das die wichtigste Lektion für dich?
It's a good question. Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, there's so many lessons that you can learn. Basketball is an amazing sport. It provides so much, but at the same time, injuries happen. It's part of the game, and it forces you to also, think about your future and think about things off the court as well. Because you never know when things like this can happen. But from a purely basketball perspective, it just was an opportunity for me to see the game from a different perspective and still find ways to impact and hopefully help the team with my voice more so than my play, which I think I was able to do. And I think guys would, vouch for that I was able to, be a voice of reason or somebody that was just willing to listen to some of the players or even the coaches to hear their perspective and just give my vision on the game from the outside and with the experience I had. So I think both of those things combined, learning about things off the court and trying to, assure that my future is set, off the court of basketball, but also seeing the game from a different perspective and being able to help the team, I think is things I'll take with me for the rest of my life.
Wie hat es dir hier gefallen?
Man, from day one, till now, so I don't know how many days or how many months that is, I can honestly say this is one of the most professional clubs I've ever played for as far as the staff, the trainers, the physio, the doctors, the interns that drive us, the media people, like everybody was so friendly, like not only to me, but to my wife and my daughter. People in the city would recognize you and, stop you in the city and say hi and talk to you and get to know you a little bit. So, and it's something that I don't think gets highlighted enough in this business, in this industry, is that, a lot of players are leaving home for 10 months, at a time or a year at a time. And this is my 10th season. So I've been away for a decade from home. So when you come somewhere and you feel like you have another home or you feel like you create a family in such a short time with people that you're working with, it makes the world a difference and it makes it such an enjoyable experience. So I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, this is one of the best experiences I've had in my career, although I didn't even play more than however many games. So I think that says a lot about Ludwigsburg as a city and also 𝗘𝗏𝗄 as an organization and club.
Was hast du als Basketballer aus dieser Saison gelernt?
That you're not invincible, as a player. And I think never that I thought I was invincible, but I mean, you're a player, you're young, you're playing all the time. The last thing you think is that you're going to have an injury that's going to take you out for a whole year, you know what I mean? Or you're working your way back to try and play, but it doesn't work. So as players, we're not invincible. These things do happen. And I think it's important to always make sure that you have backup plans or other things off the court that you're working towards to keep you sane. I think for me personally, it also highlights the importance of family and friends, you know, spending time with those people as much as you can to keep you in a good, positive mental space. I think those things are important. And I've always said, like, basketball is something that I do, but it's not who I am. So I think as athletes, that's important because I don't want to hold my identity onto solely being a basketball player, because if that's taken away from you, then who are you after that, you know? So I think that's an important lesson.
Wie geht es für dich in den nächsten Wochen weiter?
For me, I'm super dedicated, super motivated to get back on the court, and I'm excited for that. I'm somebody who's super detail-oriented, so as soon as I met with the surgeon, as soon as I met with the doctors, I want to know exactly what I need to do, exactly what I need to eat, you know, how much rest should I be getting, what can I do with my knee. I've always been that way. That's just, you know, who I am. And so far, it's been great. My knee's been responding very well. It's moving well. I don't have any pain. The swelling's gone down. So for me, I just plan to attack my rehab as hard as I can and, you know, hopefully be able to be back on the court by the start of next season. That's my priority, and that's my focus right now.